Alright, this is the demo version of Mailbound. Apparently a retro first-person horror game. Let's give it a try. Don't know much more about this one. You've been chasing loose threads ever since Anna vanished. What else can you do? Right? But you already hit rock bottom way before that. No job, no career. Ruined everything by reporting on people too important to cross. And now they won't even let you publish a horoscope. All that is left is to dig deeper, and I know just where. At the abandoned R&G office, there could be evidence of a scandal big enough to put you back in the headlines again. That is where your sister was working when she disappeared, isn't it? Be careful, they're watching. Good luck. An observer. Huh? Oh, I can move fast! After playing the other horror game. Wow, it feels really fast. Can I change the... Red Newton Games. Oh, talk about branding. RNG, there is no doubt this is the place. Let's see if there is something outside first, before going in. The sound of my footsteps, it's incredibly quiet, yet the sound of the door was really loud. Same with the bushes. Okay, let's just go in. It reeks of mold in here. No way I'm sitting on this filthy couch. The humidity has ruined the paper and ink. It seems like it was a list of names. There is something there. It's warm outside, but it feels so cold in here, almost as if no light were shining through. What the hell was that? I'm scared of that now. There's something there? This looks like a glitch. No, it's not. Welcome back. Type your power to log in. Matthew Delgado. Deep name of the planet of memories. Stargazer magazine issue. In this issue, Long Gone Dream Part 1 and 3 and other stories. The novel is credited to M. Delgado. The cover boasts a red-headed scientist with a large, clever yellow planet lies in the background. Right below the generous visage takes attempts to hug any potential reader. What would you do if your memories laid bare for someone else? The back cover has a summary. While scouting the remote planet Long Gone, the 140 crew members of the SSC Harvard begin reporting persistent lifelike dreams. Chief Medical Officer Beverly Rizzo discovers that the crew is actually dreaming each other's memories. Now she must resolve professional, moral, and civic responsibilities as the phenomenon escalates into a massive calamity. Long Gone. Long Gone. Ooh, no capitals. What else do you have? Reward the dark fantasy action RPG into a fucking erotic game. Must change. Course lore, maybe characters have the curse of thirst. All characters dialogue, especially Maria's, replace male characters with women. Try to convince lords to keep female characters great in romance sequences. Nice to have a proper justification of why they wear such short clothing and ask to avoid changing anything that will require art reworks. Impossible. On hold because of erotic reward, the Well of Souls. The souls of the course are bathed here in birth and in death, for the course is the fate of their soul, aiming beyond existence. Mailbound? From there, I've had enough of this. I'm sorry I had to resort to mass email, but it has come to this. Whoever is eating my lunch from the fridge, stop it. At first I thought it was an honest mistake, so I wrote Jill's sandwich in big black letters on the back to keep anyone from taking it by mistake. But you went on and ate it anyways. If I have to eat potato chips and cereal bars for lunch again, I'll go postal. Since HR cannot take responsibility for everyone's food in the fridge, from now on I'll bring a bunch of unenabled sandwich which might or might not have laxatives on them. Good luck, you degenerate. Ultrasound bill receipt. Please find below the full cost of Miss Delgado's ultrasound procedure. Oh, I thought it was going to be something evil at some point. You saved me from Kathleen to me? Hey Matt, you pretty much saved my guts this week. I fixed some of these dialogue bits we discussed the other day and apparently Mr. Laros liked them. So thank God for that. I mean, thank you, of course. Your feedback was invaluable for this to happen and you're a great lead. Wish we had leads. LOL. I know things are tough over there on Gate and it means so much to me that you took some of your time to give me a hand. I found out there is a spare key to the Laros office by the large oak in the patio beneath a rock. By the large oak beneath a rock. Since you've been working lots of weekends lately, I figured you appreciate using a clean bathroom for a change. This is pristine. Just be sure to put the key back in place after you use it. Alright. By the large oak beneath a rock. Great value for you and your baby. Hey Matt Delgado, here at Baby Lovers, we have just what you and your baby need available at incredible prices. What if your baby died on his sleep? Wow. Alright. Hello Matthew, as you know the current state of the writing on Darkgate is undesirable. We feel that the tone is not heading the correct direction. I know you and I had defined some guidelines earlier on, but they are being revoked. And you will need to rework the text. Laros feels the text needs to better match the new direction we're taking with the game as a whole. I know Diabo was set as our main reference, and you delivered on that, but Darkgate needs to stand out somehow. So we need you to be more proactive on this. Do not forget you are the writer here. The studio hired you because of your expertise, and you must take responsibility for the writing and how you use company hours. You feel the writing is being misled, you must inform me so we can work through it together. If you would like, you can make up for the lost days by working over the weekend. As you know, time is of the essence, and the company will really appreciate your effort if you are willing to put in the extra work. I thank you dearly for giving the extra push last weekend. I know you'll have much rather spend the weekend with your wife, but we need Laura's approval on this ASAP. So I really appreciate you putting in the extra hours. You might have just saved us from another meeting with Mr. Laros. He hasn't replied yet, but hopefully his feedback will be positive this time. I'll do my best to ensure your efforts are recognized. Dear sir, I have been requested by the Nigerian National Company to contact you for assistance in resolving a matter. The Nigerian National blah 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 has recently concluded a large number of contracts for oil exploration in the South-Sahara region. The contract have immediately produced monies equaling $40 million. The Nigerian blah 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 is the server of oil implementation in other parts of the world. However, because of certain regulations of the Nigerian government, it is unable to move these funds to another region. Your assistant requested as a non-Nigerian citizen to assist the blah blah blah, and also the Central Bank of Nigeria, moving these funds out of Nigeria. If the funds can be transferred to your name, if it's the United States account, then you can forward the funds as directed, blah blah blah. In exchange for your commodity services, they will agree to allow you to return 10%. Ooh, 4 million of this amount. However, to be a legitimate transfer of these monies according to Nigerian law, you must presently be a depositor of at least 100,000. It will be possible for you to assist us. We will be most grateful. We suggest that you meet with us in person in Lagos, and that during your visit, I introduce you to the representatives of Nigerian blah blah blah, as well as with the certain official of the Central Bank. Please call me at your earliest convenience. Time is of the essence in this matter. Very quickly, the Nigerian government will realize that the Central Bank is maintaining this amount of deposit. Attempt to... Okay. Long gone proposal. With this, Matthew, I'm sorry you have bitter feelings regarding the cover art of our latest edition and the supposed portrayal of your character, Beverly Rizzo. However, No text or element on the cover says that the woman depicted in the character is the character you created. Even if it were so, the section 4.2 of our licensing agreement grants us permission to portray elements of your story as we see fit in any promotional material for the magazine. This includes the cover art. We're proud to collaborate with talented artists here at the Stargazer magazine, and I'm glad that you saw your character Beverly Russo in such magnificent illustration. I've attached a copy of the cover. Perhaps you can print it and hang it on your wall. It's something to be proud of. We look forward to continuing to publish Long Gone Dream. If you have any additional inquiries, please don't hesitate to reach. Stargazer magazine. Huh? Right. Long on? Damn it. The brain is not connected. Oh, okay. Anyways. I'm out. Wow. That was like 8 minutes of reading. First things to check. The rock under the tree. I remember seeing it. It was this one. Perky, yes, I knew it. I don't know if I had the interaction before, but that rock by a tree caught my attention. It looked special. That's why I remember it clearly. Alright. Okay. Finally able to sit down and write for a little bit. This room feels different, not better altogether. It still makes me uneasy, but at least the air is still in here. Out there I can feel it blowing, the stale moldy air slowly moving against my body. There's supposed to be a couple of CDs in this place and the client wants me to get them. Simple as that. But there is something wrong. Pay is way too good for such a simple job. Either there is something freaky on those CDs or something real freaky with this place. Beginning to feel it's the later. So maybe I should leave before nightfall? But I must pay Polly urgently, and the client's instruction was straightforward. Find any functional computer's access site with admin password, extract a CD from there. Admin password is Red Rocks. What the fuck is site, and how does this knob still have electricity? Oh, okay. Red Rocks. Locked, okay. Let's check around first. I missed it from the old office, okay. Water? No? Aha. For Cornelius plushie! Ooh! And I'm grateful and for the seeds of ungrateful work. Red Rocks. There you go. See beyond. Matthew Delgado, right there. Ownership, decent, reliability, good energy, decent. The project is frequently distracted with personal affairs. Writes for Sci-Fi magazine. Will work over the weekend. Will become a father soon. Might request a raise. Helpful to fellow developers who do not believe in the company. Feel he is being underpaid. The employee has exhibited no suspicious behavior the last 30 days. Export? Beware, you have selected this. We have detected this is your first time exporting a soul. A soul! First time exports must be supervised by personal trained in soul containment. Greetings! It seems this is your first time exporting a soul. My commendations on your endeavor upon greater responsibilities that shall help you this first time. Those are as tainted as their host, leading to an unproductive afterlife. Therefore, it's crucial that the soul is cleansed of undesirable traits, lest it be exported with impairments. The performance of a highly skilled programmer, for example, could be hindered by their gambling addiction, such as the bane of their flesh, but their soul need not suffer with such vices. To cleanse a soul, you must clean it mailbound, inbox from any emails which represent undesirable behavior. Naturally, this is a subjective evaluation and we trust you to uphold company values and your judgment. That contains useful observations on employees, which may aid your evaluation. I'm obliged to inform you that it's prohibited to handle souls without supervision of at least one soul containment professional. Failing to complain may have distressing consequences. Do I have to? What if I just do it? I did it with the courses in. I wanted to know what will happen if I do it like that. I did it the way I was not supposed to do it. Ooh, the stuttering. Don't leakage are rare consequences often caused by human error. Please pay attention to instructions. There could be necessary. Blah, blah. Thank you for your cooperation. Soul containment crash course. What should I do in case of a soul leakage? Avoid the soul, evacuate the building. How do I spot the soul? The soul will not have an exact position or physical body. Some experiment, blah, blah. Any electronic device turning on. Doormaster. I will need a code. Oh, there. 4. I think this one is just showing me the 4. That green should be a 4. Ah, concha tu madre. Wait, I can move the mouse. The fuck was that? This is a way back, right? We need to talk. Meet me at the rooftop. This will most likely be the blue number. Fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh man, I need to lower the volume. Six. Will the 6 be the blue? Oh my god. Even with There. Six yellow. Coming. That's with minimum volume. That's the sound it does. It's so annoying. There is a way there, there is a way here. Red is 2. Ah, conchetumare. Red is 2, yellow was 6. Was 6. And blue. Zero. 0. 6. 2. There will key. I will keep the audio there. It's really low, but the other sound was giving me a headache. That's it? Thank you for playing the demo. Okay. As solo developer, your feedback is greatly appreciated. Also, as I write this, there are 2 members in the Discord, me and my alternative account. Maybe you can be the first real one to join. The first 3 will get a Thunder roll. Alright. So, let me first... Main menu. Let me see if I can just skip all the starting part, new game, override progress, and see if I can go and what happens if I delete the mails. I want to see if there is any difference at all. There. What was the point of the plushie also? Was the plushie the one that was Cornelius? On site was Red Rocks. Red Rocks. Export. What do you... No slot to export? What do you mean no slot to export? Let's try it again. Override. So... No slot to export. Okay, so... Basically that's a bug. So even when I resetted my progress to play it again, none of the nodes respawn and I cannot do the export soul again. So I won't be able to know. I was really curious if there was going to be a different if I export a like corrupt soul with all of the unnecessary feelings, or if I do it clean. I wanted to do it the bad way because I thought they were not going to allow me to do so. But they did. I really wanted to see if there was a difference. But anyways, that was a demo of my menu of Mailbound? That was the demo of Mailbound. Interesting. Too much reading for me though. Not my type of horror game. There is just probably just a story-driven walking simulator. And the only enemy was annoyingly loud. Even with the volume set to a point where I could barely hear anything in the game, the jump scare was loud. But I had to leave it there because it was giving me a headache because of how loud it was. Honestly, a good enemy though. I liked the enemy, like the way you could see the world was distorting when it was getting closer. I liked that. It's just that they decided to turn him into a jumpscare enemy, and that was just annoying. If it wasn't because of that, it would have been cool. Also, puzzle-wise was pretty good. Not bad. It's just that I spent most of the time reading. The part that could have given me something different, I don't know if it just did something and then I could not redo it again. So I don't know what else to tell you. It's an interesting game, probably just not for me, but there is cool stuff here. That was a demo of Mailbound then.